Sponsored by Fakil 20.
Breaking news.
I want talk to mock news. Want talk say so. I want to mad again. To the search for the truth. Mock news not the place.
Breaking news.
Pararan let the look face. Mock news let the look face. Truth in talk well. But politicians run
Breaking
well.
news.
Pastors run well. BanditAttack case well. I want to mad again.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. One talk. I want to mad again. Tell them truth.
Yeah, my people, now they know someone now they miss me. I miss you, you know. Understand it? I know some of them they enter now, but not be so they make us call because what did happen for this country now? Iran is poki dere. Children, what we say they be children, they not be children. Again, money add dotu. Emon a worry. We have to be more hangy hona. Ore neje himyo mire ikasi never know na be copy pan yan but Pararan one of Africa. Agbo hodi magi, not the first person to buy magi to take cook. When you cook it not sweet, olo you go waka waka di magi no we do we muna. Now see finish na make good money turn off an appointment we God give goat na make the animal dey shit waka. You know me say you know the kind of shit. An operation we get do. Na me the animal they waka they bounce. You know me say you know they waka like that. Who wear white don't they play with oil because I say who wear red don't they play with oil. Some of them they correct me. I go boy on a conk. If you correct me for this mock news, I boy you conk. Anything I tell you say oh Pararan, we love you. If you I mean they say write down daddy like the way pastors and their members they do. You say write down. If I see any correction center for the under the comment, I go come here, I will color be you. You understand it? So today mock news is not a small mock news, but it's a very great mock news. More they go straight to the other news. This table strong go, I go spread my hand. Oh, I want to give me a bow Wonder shall never end. Small children when they carry go do excursion for Dubai. They don't really go and do and buy. Me what when everybody, I just wake up. People just they say me, come online. Say what did they happen? Asa Buhari don't you understand now because I be the only prayer way. There say not be Asa Tinubu. There say not be Atiku. There say not be. I say what did they happen? They say the online they hot, especially Twitter. All of them will get Twitter accounts. I'm not sure someone will make heaven. Una they share this. I say what did they happen? There's a small shit where they carry go Dubai to go and escotalize. Imon akbo boy blue film ko ya hati. Imon hang you wave we ote. When am ni dagarini. Asa who they dagger who? You will see one guess some people say that 10 years, but to my own looking. Not because I watch the video because if I talk then someone will say, "Pararan, you don't spoil." I not watch the video according to my secretary, the way they explain that to me. Say that girl not be 10 years. That girl, those people where they had porn, when they learn, I'm gonna have his ski. The guy is a professional. Why am I gonna ride the key bicycle kiki? Omo here na de omo na ma duwe na. You know me churo bo so that you question me. The boy say ofu banyo ni Bobby, ofu banyo ni Bobby, ofu banyo understand. Omo te na show ride the royi. Always did dragon. Wetin dey happen on Imoyo? They say na children wey they carry, whether na Christland or Christland, carry they go Dubai. Whether the teachers wey carry they go Dubai, see how Dubai be, they go do their own thing and go and buy. Now children can start to dey escort themselves. Imo na play me worry twa. The reason why they read this thing na because of UBI, I been a UBA or UBA or this game, mama. Now you come outside say any rape woman when school na where ni rape woman when I come with substance of so you no come know what they do. Now they cut the diagram those of them never hear the mama we cry come outside. Oh yeah, Rigadilava.
Good evening, mothers Good evening to everybody, to fellow Nigerians. Please, I am making out this cry to everyone to help me out. About a month ago, I was on my way out of Lagos. So I got a call from Mrs. Azike, a head teacher from Chrisland. So she called me that she needed to see me. I said okay, that I'll come when I returned back. So 2 days after, I came to the school. When I got to the school, I met her with 2 other women in her office, and they introduced me as, one introduced herself as Mrs. Kemi. I can't remember her surname, and the other one. So that they came from Chrisland headquarters. I said, okay, is there a problem? They said no, that they just wanted me to know that my daughter, whom I left in their care, that they took to Dubai, that she had a kiss with a boy, and the boy also kissed her. So they found out that they got that kissing thing from True and Dear. So I said, okay, if it is that I will curtail, that what they wanted me to do was for me to take her phone from her, so that they won't keep practicing that. I said, okay, if it's just that I will collect, I was going to get the phone from her. So if there was any other thing, they said no. Even Mrs. Kemi told me that I should not tell my husband, that it is not everything women discuss or disclose this to their husband. So I said, oh, okay, no problem. As long as this is just kissing, and that I will caution my daughter. So I left them. Then I didn't hear anything from them again. The girl was going. I thought everything was fine. Not until after 2 to 3 weeks that we had that conversation, Mrs. Azike, the head teacher, now sent me a link that she wanted us to have a Zoom meeting by 5 p.m. I said okay, that I was going to join them. So by the time I logged on, I did not see anybody. I had to call her that I did not see anybody online. She now said okay, she was going to contact the rest people. I said okay. So we had that meeting. There were many people, boards of directors, which I was even the one asking them, what is your name, sir? What can you introduce yourself? And so one particularly said that his name is Aki. So the Aki was the one, like the person leading the meeting. He began by saying, if there is no forgiveness, there won't be sin. If there is no sin, there won't be forgiveness. He was speaking in parable. At a time, I had to scream. I said, what are you talking? What are you people discussing that you are just, He now said, no, that they just wanted to do a follow-up to ensure that I have withdrawn Julian's phone, and to check on how Julian is doing. I said, okay, Julian is fine. But he now made a comment. He said, when it happened. I said, sir, what happened? He said, Julian did not tell you. I said, no, Julian did not tell me anything. So on that, I'm sure they have the record of that Zoom meeting. So I was screaming at them. I said, tell me what? I don't understand. Julian, did anything happen? Julian said no. So I said, okay, as it is now, I don't even know what you people are talking about. But if he extends more than this, that my husband will definitely know about. But the way people are calling me, that I'm not comfortable with it. So at the end, we finished the meeting and we left. They didn't tell me anything. I went on my own. So the day after, a parent called me after we had that Zoom meeting the next day, that please, that she needed to see me, that it is very, very urgent. So I had to go to her house. When I got to her house, she said something has been trending in Chrisland, that which I am not even aware, that she has told them that if this woman knows that she doesn't think I am aware of this incident. So the woman now called me that, look at this video, see what is trending in Chrisland, that all the parents are aware. So immediately I informed my husband, look at what is going on. So we began to call Mrs. Azike. She refused to pick her call. I called her more than 20 times. She didn't respond to the call. But later, I think she spoke with my husband and told him that she doesn't know anything if such a thing existed. So that was how we began. I even began to beat my daughter that, why would this happen? What is going on? So as we were beating her, the girl now said, Mommy, please, can I talk to you? I said, okay, what is it? She said that the Chrisland, Mrs. Azike, threatened her not to speak out. That she should not speak out. So she narrated how it happened, how they abandoned them in hotel, how the school left them, and how she got, into this thing that is happening now. So even on our behalf, they have been coming to have meeting. They've been sending delegates from their headquarters to have meeting with my daughter without my consent. I was not aware, we were not informed. So please, I am begging Nigerians to help me. Help me, because Chrisland was trying to hide this issue. Chrisland was trying to push us out of the way. And my daughter was going psychologically, insane. Please, I need help as a mother. I am begging fellow Nigerians to help me. Please, that is my cry. Please. So as a mother, and the part that Chrisland played to cover up this issue, this rape issue. Chrisland, on the day of Mother's Day, I was in school. We were all there, not knowing that they had other people, other delegates that came to interrogate my daughter. As soon as we finished that Mother's Day, I left, and they took my daughter elsewhere to go and interrogate her without my consent.
Coach.
Secondly, they've been threatening my daughter that if she speaks out, that they are going to kill her. That it is a men's world. That she should keep quiet. She shouldn't disclose to me. And my daughter was dying in silence. I didn't know. Every day when she's going to school, I'll be forcing her, Julian, come out. I'll be telling her, come outside. Come outside. This child won't want to go to school. Even a teacher, Mr. Timothy, her class teacher was calling her a stupid girl, useless girl, in the midst of other children, in the midst of other students. Please help me. They took this girl, took her to go and do pregnancy test without me knowing, without the father knowing, and lied to her that they were taking her for COVID test. They took her almost 3 times for COVID test. Please, is it possible? Do they use blood sample for COVID test? Do they use urine for COVID test? And I did not know, not until this thing came up. And to crown it all, because we have started confronting them, because we have started telling them that we are aware of what has happened, they now sent her a suspension letter. After I carried my daughter, handed her over to you, and you people were begging me that she should come. We paid a lot for her to go to that trip with you. And you got there, left them uncared for. Please help me. I need help. I need help. My daughter is not okay. Please, I need help. If there is any way you people can help me, please help me. I need help, please.
According to professionals, because not be me, according to professionals, they say when they wash your daughter, the way they ride, Amona, Omo when okay, someone Nigeria had the blue film Jeremy. The only mistake where the school do now for them not to just call the mother straight. That be the only mistake. Everything, both you, the mama, and the school, all of them make mistake. You will see where this girl they display online, all them Rihanna, all the Nicki Minaj, all the Kim, that they learn no. Me quimmy short skirt yo. They threaten people online. Now they say, "I want to rape. I'm gonna have to rape people." You will see the girl those who never watch the girl with the dengue face online. Oh yeah, Rigadilla.
Do it, more, Tranny.
I think her name Nikki and I fuck with Nikki cause she not too picky and she not too choosy, but sometimes she booty. I play with a kitty, it's tricky.
Do it, more, Tranny.
I think her name Nikki and I fuck with Nikki cause she not too picky and she not too choosy, but sometimes she booty. I play with a kitty, it's tricky.
See the name where the girl they would answer bad girl 4K. I mean a bad girl. You're picking. Because this one I see the school now I open liking for her. You understand? Because any smart thing they shout, we need justice. Nigeria, we need justice. Are you taking good care of your daughter? Because school now to make them read and write. If they reach us, the school not they know what they do. If we online it, if you get almost 4K followers, or people they say, wow. Online, check your picking way. The fault now from you and the school. The school, wait till let me do the add on addition because as na kai the rich do and buy, you not supposed monitor them. You not monitor them. Now let me just talk to now. You know be so wait till I see. I'm on the professional. And those of you they won't come my inbox. But now if you get the video, how can I share video of girl when over reach 18? I want to share again you. They share again me. I say no, I don't want to watch. I deleted it. You understand? I know some of them they use that they step down. It's not good. That's why I say the small girl, a match line. You say small picking. You understand? So those of you now when they share the video, please delete them. It's not good. We not say na small picking because some of you now. Soap don't they finish for our area. Cream don't increase. In the video, I'm going to know soapy. I'm going to stop. I'm going to you understand? You understand? And you with the mama with UBI, I be UBA. Wait till first, the one that first come outside. Not be everything that they talk. You're picking, not the fault now, especially now from you, the mama, before the school. No time, go straight to other news. Okay, wonder shall never end. As I talk to Nana, they don't they look for police to the guide them. Animal not safe again. First, we say that the female child say they not safe. We don't even know say even female animal they not safe. As I talk to Nana, goat for our area, cat for our area, all of them now, IJ, he go the police, we go guide them now because they're not safe. The way they take the rape now. 4 men rape alligator. You know what they call alligator? Or you know, iguana. Those of you know iguana we get double tongue. Where Orogu people they forbid, where they know they eat. 4 men rape the animal. He rape the animal. So the animal, you know, say the animal not supposed to talk. But where they rape the animal na omlo hiyo, omle kapu. Animal na kekenu, ogene, onana kakpo. I stretch the animal na 4 adult rape. God. How God, you see this for everyone because I know say your eye be like CCTV, you see this, you might be rape. Now the alligator be this. Now they rape, after they rape and finish. Now they recook. Now they call shuan. They not do it because of blood money, because any smart African will say, oh, I want with blood money. They say now for fun. They can't even record now, video them. Now the camera where they put for the forest, where they monitor all those things. Now they can't see them. And when I'm not, I will bomb iguana. Iguana kune kenu. Hey, ogene, Jerry. I do animal na ye. Animal na ko confuse. Kona jurobo ko ji how they call am Chinese. God. So I don't want beg all these people then. We they're supposed to be beast. but they create una to become human being. I beg. Short time. Very cheap. Short time, cheap. We get expensive side, we get local side. You understand? Not because they go. If you want to, you understand? Wanna go anima not save again. Would do anima nana. Those of una we don't go dagger this alligator now. Una call use the same. You understand? Take go dagger human being. Now there's sickness till they come. One of my guys now say they treat gono. Till now gono no they go. Every day now you get it. All the antibiotics you don't take the finish because you don't know whether the get way go dagger. You don't know who dagger the sorty. Women because when they return I'm on away code now say no see what human be do. Now they won't sentence them to like 7 years in prison. Women I know say some of them they wait for the regarding not did this one because the animal not agreement they show the video say they shame. You understand? Say because you don't want make family people see the video. You understand? So you know for sure now the video, but the alligator say no, say he get grandchildren, say if they wash her now, they not go like to the one. You understand what I mean? Now? So now let me. I know say some of them are the verse parent. You don't start again. Go the news. You go see. Anytime I doesn't know regarding I go. Won't swear for me. Say I go born and come for this mock news. Oh, go straight to other news. No time. Okay, Mayor from any country now, they say na lie. Nigeria is still going. Say we go reach there. Say Nigeria go peak. Nigeria cannot peak. Nigeria waiting will not they see now. Will they continue to they see now? This boy one they see where they my left hand side, right hand side. You say you get the way things go be. You know, go no left and right because I they use double hand. Omoni kidnapper. If they kidnap children, according to Ijaw people, Kalatobo. If Kalatobo call you to, now they banskele they go say. If he tips small children go say, they will give them 5,000. Now they see front. He don't thief for the area. He want thief for another one, and then they go to cash and say, oh here now. Who send you? Where the Bolora farm? And they try one speak Ijaw, but they did not come. And they cut the confess. Say don't thief like 3 market before they call cash and so those of you wash out. Oh yeah, Rigadilla.
I'm on for Lelo. 5,000. Let me find. So the Melo to Timu. Eleketa ibo lo ti ma koko. Oh, back point for you. Oh yeah, ibo lo ti ma koko. Ma ni ko lo koko wa. Ile Pakis. Ile artist. Ileko Olakis Ileko Olakis ló ti máa kọ́kọ́ ẹlẹ́kejì ńkọ́
ato débi Ileko Olakis again the same thing
ló ti mú ẹlẹ́kejì ẹlẹ́kẹta ló fẹ́ wá mú ní ebi báyìí tẹ́ bá ti mú kí lẹ máa fi wọ́n ṣe wọ́n máa fún ẹ lélo 5,000 ṣé mọ́mí ẹ mọ̀ kó ń jẹ ọmọge mọ́mí mọ̀ kó ń jẹ ọmọge kí ni èjì ẹ 15 years old ni èjì ẹ ló ti wá ń jẹ ọmọge
ọlọ́ta ló ń gbé permanent
ilé àwọn tó máa ń rún ẹ iṣẹ́ ń pé kó lọ jọmọ gbé yẹn ó mọ́lé wọn àwọn ló fún ẹ kọ́kọ́rọ́ yàrá yẹn kọ́kọ́rọ́ mọ́mí ẹ lélẹ̀ ó mọ́lé àwọn tó máa ń rún ẹ iṣẹ́ ń pé kó lọ jọmọ gbé yẹn mélòó ló mọ́lé ẹnu wọn ó mọ́lé méjì ó mọ́lé ẹ̀ dáadáa ó mọ ibi tó ń gbé tó ń sùn ok ẹ̀yin mélòó ni.
Wọ́n many country na pore the country everybody now won't belong 15 years. You dey thief children, they say. I never blame you now. Even people who do this recording on I even brain. Pararan, what does Urobo cannot leave me alone? So I won't let them know say I be Urobo. No say Urobo people won't say bread, will say bread, will say lucky, will say knocky. Now don't master me. So if I just say you laugh, I go block you, come over this station. Oh, now catch somebody. Una not give out to police. All una video and now put for online. Now the people where they send now they go kidnap now. Go call they at alert, know what to say. Una say una not get brain. This country, I don't know whether all of us we know they think well. I don't know. We can no. The people now go they at alert. They go any small thing that they say, oh the boy you they talk out of like this. Now they go change location where they oh as now oh the boy. Do that video, hand over to police, they do investigation. So the people where they serve for will know how to catch them now. We cannot know people where they serve for. The other doesn't because say una bitter out of duress now just say lie say it does. Una not your guesses for this country. Call you as I want to wash your work 5,000. Okay. We'll go straight to other news, no time. Wonder shall never end. Our brother, what they call Tinubu, God, the most young aspirant, we want run for the Nigeria, we want make sure say Nigeria they okay. The man don't boss out. He gather all the youth for Lagos State, say he won't tell them what to do. He said because as he won't call 2023, so he want me to vote for him. He said me they go get their PVC and get everything. Say some people won't go to expire. He said me they go check and wait. He said because we are going to somewhere. Not be that, let me they read that more. Put Buhari, you are welcome. Tinubu don't mind, he don't, oh yeah, nah, or follow but you don't follow your handle. He said we get president, we not get sense. He said president did they instead of making try to give the youth light. He said the youth are lazy. He said how the youth not go lazy when there is no light. I say, now so he talk, no be small thing I talk about you. He says, oh, may they try vote time. I say, I know say you never hear this thing. You understand what I mean now? If you see the way Tinubu take you, hey, if na me be you, I'll show you see by you. It called the for your hand there now. You understand? I don't say you never wash hand, you understand? I didn't set them up. I didn't try to set you up. You understand? I don't say you never wash hand. Those of never wash hand, when Tinubu they blow. When they you know, I won't blame your president.
For God's sake, we cannot continue with excuses on NEPA failure. No nation can make a development, rapid development, without electricity. Give us that. And if we cannot be successful, yes, you can abuse us. But you cannot give us erratic electricity that is undependable and then blame us again that we are lazy. No! We have enough gas to fire up our electricity. We can supply the rest of Europe with gas and we can make money. Money, long time.
Tinubu, he don't come and say they won't join youth. Put Tinubu, do I like person way mama run leave from market. They key people for Lekki where you dey. Where they key youth for Lekki, where during the NSAS, where you dey. Why you not come outside and say no, the way the youth are complaining, we need to fix things, do like you not come. Now you won't come. Now you come now and say Nigeria get enough like this to get energy, to put this in order. Say when you enter, you change Lagos. Lagos is the Lagos is where Lagos is the most dirty place. I know they talk about Oshodi. I know they talk about all that thing. The island, the Lekki phase 1, Lekki phase 2 is the most dirty place. Those of them they live there when they before. Now that place dirty pass for this world. They are got getting unless you never come out from Nigeria. Those of them when they stay there when they feel so they heaven. Their water rubbish. Oh, okay, now get dysentery. Now you talk say Lagos is the one of the something. Now you won't come and youth now all of now will say oh more trying now we try good luck. More trying now we try Obasanjo. More trying now we try Abacha. More trying now we try that one way die leave the country. More trying now we try this Buhari. More trying when I say try on that thing. There is nothing like more try. Stand up for your country. These people not get anything to bring on your country. Not if you see that the money where they get, now they won't bring on. They won't call thief from us. Because some of them are not even understand on it's like Nigeria on never see get sense. On if you say somebody we want rule must be say get money. On if you say that their money that they use. No, I cannot take country now. I don't just know how they think. If somebody will get some aid come, when I say how much you get, how much like it, now we take it die so. On na wamle okpoko ke akpapasima gano orekisha kademos yokwi era wona you say more try He could come enter later because say I don't know, and without realize our mistake. No. Choose better candidate. Nigeria is dying. We need to change everybody we don't test power, everybody we don't do into politics. We need to change all, not be just the president, from the president to the local government chairman. And you need to change them. Now they made this country deal where it is. So this one I don't know say, but he don't want to criticize. Be like say, don't know say the president now be like no see budget they like. And now you want to start to talk about what the president they do. First tenor, you not talk. Now 10 minutes to go. Biaro logo. Go straight to down. News, no time. Those of una where they do surprise party. Any smarty, most surpriser. Not be everybody that they surprise. Oh. One man for US don't win over $500,000 because of say they surprise her. The man say get some kind of sickness if you surprise her, he go shake the. So he birthday call they come. He call they say he fellow co-workers. They do oh yeah nani. He bless all these people won't give me surprise party. Now I go meet them say Mona come. If una try and do surprise birthday party for me, I not go like how it now. I know they like surprise oh. The guy even want them the co-worker say oh the day of the birthday the man reach work and he say surprise. The man shocked because he get one kind of sickness. I don't know the way that they call on. I know what they call on. He call go ika, go drink because he call get BP because they breathe. Go rest. As he come back, he don't answer anybody. Now he start to work. The next day, now he boss and some of the supervisors see what you did last night was so rude. We surprise you and you. Now they sack the man. I told like US. They call sack the man. For I say I don't want surprise. If you see the man lawyer, the man go gather lawyer come and they sue the full company now. Judge or Ted, they say, may they pay the man $500,000, almost $500,000 for them to do surprising party for us because he want they say me they not do one. Those of you never watch them.
A Kentucky man is awarded $450,000 after his former employer threw him a surprise birthday party that caused him to have a panic attack. Kevin Burling had requested the company not throw a surprise party for him, as was custom for other employees. When his coworkers threw him one anyway, he panicked and got upset with his coworkers. Burling was pulled into the office the next day and criticized for how he handled the party, and he was later fired. A judge agreed with his argument that his panic attacks do not make him a danger, and he was awarded almost $500,000, $450,000.
Woman, because some of una any small thing, una say yes. You want engage, you want surprise. If you engage somebody, you faint for your head, you will know. Because Africa people, una don't want to any small thing, una go with a 30 person, una don't know whether the person get BP. You understand? Any small thing you go hide for darkness. No, he they sue you. And as they talk this in, some people they watch this news. They say now you do that thing part, you will 30 people up and down. Woman, no, go straight. For Ghana, no be smoke as the boss. No, one man, not only dog, now they eat. Those of you don't know what they call dog, now they call cramine. Ghana language, cramine. You understand? The man, no, they use dog, they play. If you not see dog, you cannot eat fufu, you cannot eat banku, you cannot eat kelewele. Any small thing must eat dog. Now this man go meet Muhammad. Those of you don't know Muhammad. Now be this. David go meet Muhammad. How can David, for his Bible, go meet Muslim person say want buy dog? Okay. So as they give Muhammad say not get dog. You understand which is cramine? Say not get. Because so you bring the money and go find buy. So David Richards now they wait for dog. They wait for Muhammad to call. Muhammad not the call. Day 1, day 2, Muhammad not the call. What did they happen to Muhammad? I be the fast. He could go meet Muhammad. Hello. Now then Muhammad could they speak Chinese. Kramai Buayede. Say, Ade, is a Kramai Buayede. Now say, when the Kramai te Buayede, He said the market, things make bazaar, things make rough. You know how Ghana they speak their English. He said, so okay, Sika, oh yeah, give me my Sika. He said, as I dey come, and something do something, something could do something. And the man say, and the man turn I see the bicycle, I carry bicycle go. Now then Mohammed provoke, say, no, I go take my bicycle. Mohammed now reach there, go meet David. You know, say David, they train, they wait for Mohammed sees. Oh boy, David could deck Mohammed eye now. Because of dog, somebody now don't lost one eye. Now then they blow your eye, now you got a shot. Crime-IT were pine. Crime-IT were pine. Because of crime, you pine my eye. Not be smart to rush the guy. He lost eye. Doesn't ever watch.
Member could be friend David, and I'll buy a country or by Cramato. No, so many until I can't know so could 500,000, not 200,000, and the economy 500. I am a lawfare. No, so my money director, no quite far, no, so Oniska, Moto Kura, say, me kuta saka no kwande on a weather at my bow. Jimmy Koya, Kodu Karama and say, David, one ton of Kramane, 600, this is 1 million. 10 pepper and a fruit mine I may buy. And I don't mean I am a young carbon, meant to me at the Anfasaka and Faquanum, to me Cotodia night, Abracodano. And to me Gano Coran can give say David or Bafam Sak Aquana Fee, say with the Misicanaba, now the Sakanam. I'm say, when you are about Cofran and Majua, and I'm showing Jamqua, young David. To me go do the pair, and I'm sure go fear. And I'll say, I am Bremen or Banewa, and I'm sure I am Santana may buy it. Say, what's up, Panya? David, I don't know. Coran said, that David. Pacho, Ade, Papa Yoden, Fashion, one tear said, Corana for the Kudu Jessica before David see one tear said. When also the Mukona is shadow, who could come and them semen pre, with a Macot for it.
And yeah, you could hear ye, Mohammed. Zanzor and artist Nakosam at Titinia Benedia Wafamu, what was Matu Jantibra Facebook, Nanini de Prasta. Ya dia fam benkum ne dia fam afa ne hono so ama ne hone half ekua ayira itine nakake to abi ne tim ne ja wode hwe ade saa
akaba ko ne hwe de saka tokuru no baako na nani so baako
itine ni baako ne de minim say forgon conclusion dia ya kwa homa ne so na ye sentro ne wode nani adi nsem na chikwasi dwamna ya ne ntwetwe nkoma kwasi
obi dumbie
say abranche David wa wahefa police ache na na
so see America idea David approach a channel our tree aban kukum approach for yen hwehwemo
yi de an modadi bebre nipa baga dankoko ena zanzore se nani ba kwa kata no
obi dum bia de atia nyina ne se won se kwawi sei bai obi abomoden apɛ nam ne ne ma ode besiesie na hoho achi we na enam so a ye David ye na adwen se on de enka isei bai okonya kraman nam dwankoko ana se baga anka wasiesie de asi won nam fofo ne omo ni mo wie ne ba anka omo de agye omani we na ya brantia ye feni Mohammed Zanzoni ete ya pa no so minimum bi o kraman ne bi wase 60 Ghana nti patcho ma miskana men kotomrew ampa oma ne 70 Ghana echen so onfa 10 Ghana enye TNT na Zanzoni kire so kodu ho no kama ewura ne so wasesa na adwen ese ya toto ne mamufu ebo aye de nti kama na so de 100 Ghana enti nya de so obeje 60 Ghana ne biem na Zanzoni ba na chi no instead of saying ko di sika na 60 Ghana ne be koma David say kama no ne bo na anso nti gidi sika no na ono so edi sika share botom de nam enti David ba fie da bia no obabedu ho na chese Zanzoni abu ne katem enti odi abufuo na chese eye ne bai seka wa paki no ho no obo modin ade ko ne fie se wasizi odi ne sika ba no abeje ne bai seka no okoya wakoje bai seka no na ntiase anya dwuma make I said yomde ntokwa chenchen bo mu a said Zanzoni kire no wase abrante di kan bo na so muta no wan hwehwe biem enti pre we pre na ni ba ko abo ase enhu ade no se wode bo ne boy se kan na wode boy se na kete wonim de ba ye wo hu ya na jase ya bo no a nani no apaya se abebe nani no enhu hwe biem na
tobo akwasi tobo nani no woni di nkomo no yesa apaya wo ye hu hwe nye ya na se bia so na aso anti de hospital na ja yetete aduro de so ebetimi ayi kakra
no kwani o ka kire me se nani no so de nsakata ba akono no hwe wa ohu ti se ewisie ana se mugina ho na mo ye mienu anu ahu ba akope enti enhu ade yie na okwa yare sabia no Nanka doctor for the chile say on train kakra mo ntwiti no mo hwe se nani no sa pai sa ye den no. Ono so chire mu say ne maye makoma kunsia ne yire gya no. Ne ma no so wagya o mo hwedi o mbedi ya asem nti doctor for ni nya na ma o mepa biane fa man kwada no. Ene say wo de sorry ba afie no. Enti nani nankasa de ba ko na make say de enhu ade a se nyame amamu a enya de se be hu ade biem.
Akwasimo yɛn fa nsia na fo ani di nsɛm na chimre premier sa abancha ne watwetwe nkomonti ho nsɛm ɛno no na Hansen no ate message awode abose he ekua ene kwaku kraman na munim ne de ka munim ne de akoma gya ntoato an ka samre magya news no kra kan kwawe kraman na mo se de papa minim ekua why bi da de pa sa
munim no ya de pa
etisen ayo ase e kama
kraman notice ene aponche obi betimi de kraman na mama osa ponche na mu
eno na dabranu bi na no mami di mami
krama nam de enti me o mama ponche nam kura wia me se na se ya na se ba ko bi no so soro de bi na anagwa na go no enti but krama nam de te sa ponche nam se ye de mawa
ena no me koto aduane wo twoba na ayi wo da to me ba etimina na ena no me koto aduane wo twoba na me se me to aponche na ni dua no wadodo aponche so ni dua nwasa ma me na fix me ekua yanko yani
woman because of dog sisi and a piney they blind your eye because of dog Africa all these poor people them una to the vest unnecessary vest now see the plaster where they plaster the guy even the dog self now even call the shot hello muna hold them wait if I start now dog call the if not be dog for no na 2 eye knife for blind now dog for the area call the chat muna rock come you understand now you know what happen for Ghana if I talk now if I not give una regarding on call say Pararan you don't lie womli bia na ni go bia na rona I'm go straight down no time okay ro.
Those of una where they go all night up and down, they go pray.
Cash kobo. And you know the kind area where your church dey. They don't attack some of una colleague.
They go all night during this
Easter where Jesus Christ una know say on Friday they kill Jesus. You know say nobody there around. Even the angel self, angel of the church, called the tell the pastor, which is also for, say I beg. Make we not to do all night, more quick close. Osofa say, no, we must pray. Begin to pray. They call they pray. Letabos, kabutos. Call pray. Time don't reach 12. Even the angel with the guy the church, call they say, this is our church. Call they tell the pastor, Osofa, this church where we dey so, are they fear for this area more close? Osofa say, no. Erade bapaye. Osofo they pray. Woman, so the angel could tell the pastor Osofo, ayesu. To be biya bibiaye. You understand? He say the way the weather be so, and if you the pastor said no. Erade yesu dumo, erade papaye, erade kasa. Now then the pastor call even they put fire. Can you see? Erade kasa. Merewo menera de casa the angel say Osofo bring your voice down the Osofo not the hear and what they do you know how Ghana they pray then the pastor they see era de casa merewo menera de casa na dead the arm robbers ojilo as they bust in. And they should go up. Patwa! Angel discharge. When they call the angel, they tell the pastor, suffer discharge. They do, eba, and they do, boom! Before the Osofo will say, irade. And the angel say, no call anybody name. Now, daddy, arm robber reach the church. Bring everybody down, thief their phone. Even the angel, they use iPhone 9. They take her from the angel. Thief the pastor own. Everybody, both they are offering. Gather around. Then they discharge. They will thief Okada. But the Okada not going to move away. Those of them never watch it. If they talk, they like, oh yeah, regarding love.
The Heavens Embassy Church is located on the outskirts of Kumasi. The church is an uncompleted structure. The said incident, according to the head pastor of the church, Pastor ObaLamidiAdeyemiIII, it happened around 1 a.m. The traumatized pastor has been explaining what ensued.
Na watch night as usual nti yomo ya yuguswa yebu adwuma kakra around 1 a.m. and you take gunshot. You take gunshot na fi you think so ubia and tough.
So it was a watch night service. We were praying when we heard loud gunshots around 1 a.m. Then we heard someone say, all of us should lie face down. Immediately, we all complied. Before they attacked us, at gunpoint, they asked one of our pastors to put up all the lights in the auditorium. Then they made away with our phones, other items, and money they could get from anybody. They were 4 in number. Initially, we thought they were police because they wore black. So there was a motorbike parked in front of the church. The owner had come to the watch night service. The robbers took the keys from the owner and tried to bolt with it, but they abandoned it midway because he couldn't speed properly. Now 5 of our members were hit by the earlier gunshots. They are in critical conditions. We took them to Confanochi Teaching Hospital. It is our prayer that they all get well soon. Yes, the police have been here, but the district and the regional commanders have all been here.
In fact, they are the serious, pains. Yeah, planning your bracket.
Now, a praise for Abaha.
But your praise for Abaha. And the minimum say, regional commander and Kasa Abahanamo. District Commandant so Abaha.
The injured, according to the pastor, are currently receiving treatment at the Confanochi Teaching Hospital. Meanwhile, the Ashanti police have started investigations into the incident.
Woman, where do you pay me this kind of church? Put the church picture. My arm robber, on still go. How much did this kind of shit? So arm robber can disgrace arm robber. How much did this church wanna see carry gun? Enjoy about 5 people, 3 children and the rest. Waiting this guy church. And all this pastor them because if you know where your church dey, no they because prevention is better than chaos. Chaos only provision is better than chaos. We're understanding now. If you know the kind of area where your church dey, no use people life they do they just nothing they happen, God they guide us. No, you can't go put people a problem. Know when to close, know when to allow people go. Now they say, as they come from church, nothing they happen. All this I'm robbed by I rob Holy Ghost. Because I will be boring at the shock canary. If you are in a king yaman, ki tiger cage. You understand now? So I beg all those pastors, please. No put your member life in danger, say nothing they happen. Something go happen. And those of you know will be hammered by what is ask of God when they go read that. Go straight to that news, no time.
Some law for Nigeria, they need to stop her. Because some of all this tradition, where all of us with the practice, now some greedy people bring some of all this tradition where we the practice. This news why they read so, it don't take one even read and to let people know, especially Urobo people see they do this thing. I don't know say Igbo see they do one. Gay child a human being. Not because say they don't use and take marry go another place. We know because they want share property reach there. One man born only girls. From there, they say me go marry again before I go marry another woman called born boy. Now the man die now. They say the girls they don't go give them anything. Say because if they marry their husband go give them something. Because of that one, this girl won't follow the drag property. They brutalize this girl, kill her. Those of you who never watch this thing, oh yeah, Rigadilaba.
The cry of a mother. 65-year-old Agnes Onu stands in front of her daughter's grave, calling on God to avenge Nanaya's death, which occurred on the 23rd of December 2021. She was allegedly murdered at her family compound in Onitsha local government area of Ebonyi State. A visit by our crew to the crime scene shows traces left behind from the sad occurrence. Although her sister would not point accusing fingers, she suggests that the gruesome murder is the result of a dispute over family property.
Before his death, my father happened to be the first child of the family who's supposed to inherit the family compound. This is not their family compound. It is because of threat to life that made my father to leave the family compound up there to come and elect a building in this kind of environment. Just because he gave birth to girls. Though he also gave birth to boys, but the boys are not alive. From my mother's side, because they later compared him to get married to another woman who can give him a male child, which he later did. And they compelled him to leave the compound to go and elect a building somewhere and abandoned us in this kind of a place. You can see how lonely this place is.
The State Human Rights Commission received a formal complaint about the tragic incident and at this press briefing provides clearer details.
The alleged threat implies that the above-mentioned persons allegedly vowed to kill Miss Onunenaya and her mother, Mrs. Agnes Onunokori, before the burial of their father. That 3 days later, after the threat, Miss Onunenaya was brutally murdered and burnt.
Yes, investigation into that.
Spokesperson of the Ebonyi State Police Command provides assurance that investigations will be carried out to bring the perpetrators of the dastardly act to book.
The family were able to tell us that they were afraid. In fact, they were afraid of more killings, they were afraid of more death. It is very unfortunate that they don't know that offense of murder is a case against the state.
A member of the community insists that if the family is too afraid to pursue the case, the attackers will be fished out the traditional way.
It's a taboo in our place. We now come out, all the elders in the village, from beginning to the end. Every morning, without tasting anything, without slippers, we gather at the main road, the village square, do the prayer they used to do, and seal it, and be waiting for the result.
According to Igbo tradition, conflicts over property are prevalent, and even worse, where the claimants to inheritance rights are female.
They were excluded because they were not, they are seen as people that belong to another family. People that belong to another family that were married out, and their rights will be part of their husbands. Wherever family they find themselves, that is where their rights belongs to.
But does the culture take into consideration other fallouts of the woman's sojourn, that her father could only give birth to female children, as is the case of Nnennaya, that she could get married and still face contention over her husband's estate, and that ultimately, like the boy child, the girl child also has inalienable rights? But many more women are beginning to kick against this practice considered by a lot of people as unfair to the female folk.
There's one ongoing, that is at High Court, Ubuta. It has to do with inheritance. The lady, Mrs. Linda, she's just an only child, a female, and the father passed on. Before she can come down from Lagos where she resides, they have already locked the compound.
The Supreme Court, in a landmark decision in Ukeje versus Ukeje in August 2020, upheld the right of a female child to inherit property of her father, thereby voiding the age-long custom in Igbo land which forbids a female child from inheriting her late father's estate. The cold-blooded murder of Nnennaya Onu goes a long way to show how deeply entrenched the culture is, and it may require more than just a court document to reform mindsets that see female children as second-class citizens.
Woman, all these things where would they do na tradition. Like say tradition, they put food for somebody table. Now our tradition get pikin, not be human be pikin. Make it go a husband side, make it do like this. Una stop her. Make una stop her. Because if you rich people now, the girl with the answer papa name. You don't understand that now because If you don't reach a rich man, I born the girl. You go outside papa and you go forget the man. Mona stop this thing. Girl picking, get right. Whether I be the senior girl or I be the, una need to give her something. Say girl picking not be person. Mona stop her. Everybody na human being. Everybody na human. If na girl na the man born no, give the girl a right. Now when I call family people don't know how the man take suffer, build something, say because say born only girls. Their family, you and all those one where they drop property so everything like a rua. You understand? Not be everything they talk for English. No, Coco sit down, press, pursue the man, children come on, say because they be gay. Now my brother, like say you did there where your brother did there, they build the something. You not go build your own property, may you take. Thief, iri. You feel they try and brother property where you want sit down, press, I would they blame some people. Now, Lord, all day, you will your things to your children. All these family where they don't want to do anything, they found one die, leave property for them, so you need to stop. When everybody brings sickness, they give people so that people will die. I don't know. Get picky not be somebody. This one will not be a Nigeria. We need to stop this foolish tradition where some people bring on. The world don't they modelize. If we want to serve God, everybody will go Bible. But when you reach property, everybody will come back to tradition. Olo na leg day tradition. Olo na leg day for religion. Olo, una just they confuse on our full life, especially in Africa. Una never get life. Some of una not your day plan life. Then our tradition no. Now so one tradition day, they say they don't they dagger for night. They don't they dagger for daytime. We don't know say na although ye men where they marry all those underage, 13 years, 15 years, all those girls then. If they go bush, you know, so although they are children, call they dagger their young wife. They call and say, all these are young wife, them, all those are picky way all big, they dagger, they don't go farm. Now they call you bring one lock, cause say, mean not the dagger for data, you dagger for data, you die. So that for night, before you say you want dagger, they don't come for bush. Some kind tradition, religion, one that they follow. Now stupid people bring a come. But some of them now our tradition, we they forbid this, we they forbid this. So, this your modern age. People will bring the tradition call, they never use iPhone, they never see TV, they don't see anything, bring something come. You way they see now, you they follow those things. You can't use. As I did so now, me they create my own. If I die, my pikin can create his own. If you don't choose to create your own, they follow people. They go take all your property, leave your children. You never see anything. And those ones do what they do. As you die, they can share your woman, give one person for inside your family, or in a keka bomb and then I need to stop that thing. You don't go get wife, they share, give me. You know, the 5 person we won't die, leave wife, they'll share. Say it's my brother. So now me get my brother property, it's my brother property, my property. And you can okay, do it, you or way. In our tradition, rubbish. Go straight to other news, no time. One man all shock people for Burundi. God. Why am no more? Why am no here now? They say for the time of 90 Buelele, I'm on with Burundi. They call the key men, they carry men, they go fight the war for Burundi. You know those time now. At that time, now this man is changed from man to woman. He say where see how the life be because he said na men that they kill, and men that they do. Now wear wife clothes. As the army, the bossy, they say where the men the house. Now they say no man inside the house. So where the army go now from there, he forget himself to be man. Because start to the wear a wife things. Now he and the wife down they dress, they be like twins. The man don't born 4 children, but they dress like woman. But Brisky they learn. But in a man no, a dragon in a hoje woman tejo. But they dress, they put lipstick everything. Who we be? Uji we an ejio. Emu ajiro you kweho. I watch this thing say by shock. Even the full area where the first year the said woman they practice lesbianism. Now the woman go say no. Na man no. A dragon in Asia. Hospital fire. Every monana. Don't know what you saw.
In Burundi, there's a man who turned himself into a woman. He has been living as a female for the past 25 years, and it seems he will not ever divert from his decision. He dresses like women, he does whatever and acts as women. What is interesting is the way he even speaks like women.
Gusa sinavuga ngo narabivukanye n'ibintu nyene byagiye biraza buke.
Who is this person? Why does he behave like women? What happened to this man that he ended up deciding to be a woman, yet he was born a complete man? And when did people notice this dramatic change? In a certain district in Burundi, we found a man named Baby. Hi, I'm called Minani Samuel, also known as Baby. I have 45 years of age and I live like a woman. This is Denise, Samuel's spouse. I'm called Irambona Denise, a wife to Baby and a mother to 4 children. Taking a close look at this couple is difficult to differentiate and know who is really a woman. These are not lesbians as you might think, but no, one is a woman and the other is a man. Baby was not always behaving as a woman. For the last 25 years, he looked like man, which is totally different to today's situation. He lives with this family, the wife and his 4 children. But why did Samuel, a man known as Papa Bella, behave like a woman and name himself Baby, a name usually given to girls? This is how everything started. For the last couple of years, this country has faced several civil wars that took away lives of many, hence destroying a lot of infrastructures, and people started fleeing. During that time of the war, Samuel listened to his consciousness. During that time, men were hunted, and I had a voice from the heart telling me to act as women, and I said, well and good. I dressed and changed myself into a woman. Time came and those perpetrators knocked the house. It was now my turn to be killed, but opening the door, they asked me where the husband was, and I told them that we live here only as women. The whole house was searched up and down, and there was no mat found in the house, and that's how I narrowly survived. That was the beginning of Baby's journey to becoming a woman, a movement he continued up to this very day. What makes him extraordinary is the way he behaves as women but still lives with the wife. And the wife says despite acting like women, he satisfies her needs, more especially when making love as he did before.
Nk'uko umugore n'umugabo baba basanzwe babanye byose byabandanije bigenda nk'uko byari bisanzwe.
When our journalist asked her on that topic, with too much shyness, she says, yes, he does all his responsibilities as a man. That's why we are now a big family with 4 children. We asked if she accepted the man's proposal when he looked like women, but she says they fell in love and started living together when he was still a man. And he did this due to those conflicts that led to war. The couple is living in harmony without any problem. And as well we can see they're happy and always respect their partner's opinions, which keeps them going and building a strong family. Since the day Samuel survived and escaped death, though the war and its related conflicts came to an end, the man kept living and behaving as a woman. Taking a close look at the man, he resembles the wife, and there is not any difference. This had asking ourselves if they share and exchange clothes. And Denise replied, yes, we all put on and share same outfits.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't, that's what guides me. inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never
of reversing or changing his decision. He's not ashamed of going in public and appearing as a woman. And most of the times, he's the one who goes to the market for shopping. Asking him how the society treats him, he says he received some negative feedbacks long time ago. But now they're used and got okay with it. But some don't think this is a good idea. And others respect the man's choice in this area. When asked whether the niece the wife calls his partner baby or his real name Samuel, she says she calls him sweetheart.
ariko je ndahise natanga navuga ati umupapa arambara nk'umumama ariko baca barambwira ati uwabimaranye igihe kirekire kandi nizoguzi yo mugana yamaze kumubona nsanga biramubereye sanga bimeze neza uko je kuva ndahaba sindigira mbona yambaye patron vraiment kandi bimeze neza.
Family members and neighbors living in this area all are aware of the man's situation, but all conclude that since the man is a kind and humble person who lives peaceful with anyone, they're okay with him. She's called Nizeyimana Genevieve. She's a neighbor and now lives in the house.
Uya kubera bamaze kumenyera ko ari yo guziwe habwo bamubonye bavuga ati baby wapendeje vraiment.
But when she came to rent the house, she was shocked. And after knowing that baby was a man, to her as a person who was coming from the village, it really took some time for her to understand how on earth a man would choose to live and behave as a woman. But as time went by, she went on understanding why, and she lives here as one of their own. We asked somewhere if fellow men never date him due to the way he looks like women, and he replied that it happened more often a couple of years ago, when fellow men would fall in love with him and ask him to be their partner, and he always responded with a quick no. But it no longer happens more often these days, and he believes most people here know the truth and no longer disturb the man.
Today now, don't forget now, you don't do this now for 25 years. If you want to watch the video, go to the YouTube of these people. And their name did there, you will watch the full video. Guy, things do. Tie cloth, everything. Una they try you. Not be smart the children they see you. They call the mama, call the papa, and every you don't understand. Go straight to that news, no time. If you talk one kind of say, Pararan, is racist. No need.
So if you like what you are wearing, Apostle the runner, run. Not be so this one because some of them will see and say, "When I saw this one, not be so this one." We just use at top up, but everything we wear so even this air nice one. So those of them don't know Apostle can be this and in number any 118 anything way you want signal on you. Okay, one way. Oh yeah, na okay relationship. You understand? If your relationship they shake, you understand? Okay, cool way. Woman, we are gonna be your here today. But you know, he go swan. Here where also standing, he go swan everywhere go. You are someone I mean now. So now I did one. Nice one, bro. No time. I can go rest because on Saturday I want to come for now. Okay, bro.
Another one talk through to mock news one talk sense. Hey, Pararan the talk for bitter truth to pain the better people. Mock news and tell the people to.
Sponsored by Fakil 20.